Hey, KIC here. Man, I am excited because Alpha 11 is out. That's right. This is Alpha 11, and yep, I'm picking up cotton. So, lots of changes in Alpha 11. I'll go ahead and include a link in the description if you are interested in what has changed and maybe you're not familiar or you'd like to read through the changelog again because it is a massive changelog. Holy cow, it is massive. There we go. I think... Oh, look at that. It's already plant fibers. You no longer need to make sharp stones. Boom. There's an axe. Game obviously looks massively different if you are at all familiar with this game. If you are not, then, well, it looks the exact same and you don't know otherwise. No, I'm just kidding. It does look a lot different. So I have done numerous series to this point of this game. So let's go ahead and chop down this brand new tree and see how this works out. Wow, the animations are different. That is quite the fast swing with the axe. Wow, this just looks so different to me. I mean, obviously I've been following the devlog. Well, the various devlogs are a couple of different ones. I've been reading up on everything, and look at that. The stone axe is almost destroyed already. I'm going to get one tree out of it. Maybe. Not even one tree. Wow. That right there is a change. Okay. I guess I need another stick. Let's go ahead and find one. And I'm also out of stamina. Wow. This is such a change. Try that again. Let's get a new axe. In fact, here, let's stop and take a moment. Oh, wrong button. Don't you love when you do that? I sure don't. Let's take a look at the character right quick here. Yeah. Current level 1. Wellness 100. Yeah. It's about what you'd expect. There are officially levels in this game now. Let's go ahead and try this again, because I want to chop this stupid tree down. Probably be better at this point to just dig up the ground. Oh, there we go. There goes the tree. Okay, look at that. We chopped a tree down. I'm excited. Not sure at this point how different everything is going to be, other than obviously the changelog has a bajillion things listed. Oh man, this is awesome. This looks so cool. This really looks good. Zombies are no longer as easy to stun, but you still have way more range than you might think you do, so that was not a problem. I'm going to go ahead and mention right now, let's take care of a couple items of business. This is on the standard settings. The only difference is I have the loot timer and the craft timer turned to fast, just because, well, I think that's a lot more palatable to watch. Feather, take feather. And I'm going to include right at the bottom here the seed, I can speak, the seed I'm playing on. So if you'd like to play with me, go ahead and fire up a game on that seed and you'll have the exact same world that I'm looking at. Okay, I guess you're not technically playing with me, but it is the same seed, it's the same world, so that pretty much works out. Now, I have done a bunch of series with this game. I have a couple different ones I did with Alpha 9, so if you're at all interested in that sort of thing, feel free to check them out. Definitely a different game. It's going to look a lot different if you didn't see my Alpha 9 series. That would be a nurse, so I am definitely going to smash her, assuming I can hit her. Wow, their range looks deceptively longer too. Look at that, level 2. Boom, done. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy here. Trying to make sure I'm not missing anyone popping up from behind. I see someone else coming. Okay. Glass jar. I don't know, did I even loot that other zombie? I have gotten so used to not looting them, which I know is terrible and I shouldn't admit that, but when you have a couple 100 hours into the game and you're at the point in the game where you have everything you need, well, at some point you get lazy, and I need to break my habit here because I have gotten lazy, and that's not good. There you go. I'm just trying to collect some more plant fibers. I know my axe is about to break. There it goes. It's alright, we'll do a new one. As you level up in this game, you get the increased chance to make higher quality items. That is one of the massive changes for Alpha 11. Again, there are, a whole boatload of them, so really, that's only scratching the surface. But leveling up has officially been added into the game. It's not complete yet. There are still more changes for the future that the devs have planned, so this is by no means a final implementation. But it does absolutely change how you approach the game, I think. Now, having said that, I haven't really played Alpha 11 for, well, this is actually my first time. I'm coming into this blind. Well, as blind as one can come into it when they haven't already played the game for hundreds of hours on different versions. Hey, look at that. We got some lockers. Ooh, chest armor. I hope armor works correctly in this one. I don't recall seeing anything in the devlog about armor specifically. I think there were a couple things about clothing, but I don't remember if the armor was specifically mentioned, so that'll be good to check out in just a moment here. Just kind of collecting some cloth because, yep, going to make some pants. And if not, well, maybe make some pants out of the plant fibers. That, I believe, is still in the game. Again, I haven't really played Alpha 11 yet, so I haven't had a chance to test all of that. Okay, let's go ahead and take care of a little business right quick here. Oh, look at that. That would be a cave. That is also a new addition to Alpha 11. I would like to check that out, but not right now because there's a zombie and a bee around. And, yeah, I need to move a little bit here. Collecting all the cinder blocks because they're going to be... Wow, there are just zombies everywhere. Zombies everywhere. Okay, need another axe, which means need sticks before we can make an axe. Sure, let's make a bunch of sticks. Let's not mess around here. Probably need to figure out how to make the bow, too. That would be good. It would be nice to have a weapon. Probably make a club, too. It would be nice to have a weapon. Even though I hate the clubs in this game. Really do. I'm not a big fan. Hey, look at that. A nail. I like nails. Wow, look at that. Check that out. Got a little foggy here, huh? And now the fog has gone away. That's one thing I hope that they'll take a look at and find a way to make that transition a little better. I know transitions were something that they worked on for this particular alpha of the game, for this particular build, but the transitions were more zone transitions and not necessarily image transitions like that. Oh, look at that. Boatload of ammo. That is awesome. Yeah, I'm kind of collecting more stuff than I usually would. Again, if you've seen me play, you know perhaps the kind of stuff that I look for and the things that I pass over. And I have at this point definitely collected some things I would normally ignore, but that's okay. Oh boy, how do we do... There's the crummy club. I know, I put a couple extra sticks in there. That's okay. Should probably check out the quality on this thing too. Oh, there's a nurse. I almost always stop to check nurses. Come on, where's that crack I like? Come on, crack. Yeah, see, this is why I hate the club. Maybe that's unfair. Maybe I just made a crummy one. Vitamins. Vitamins are never bad first thing in the game. I'm trying to collect a bunch of stones here because it's going to be time to make some stuff shortly. Try not to fall over the edge. There we go. Everything feels different. So, playing it a little... Here, let's check the map out. What are you? Are you a wasteland or are you a burnt forest? I think that might be a wasteland. It has the color of wasteland for the roads. Just gonna pop in here and check it out. Going to need to be worrying about food and water here shortly. It's not a good thing, but it is a necessity, obviously. No food in there. Hey, big guy. Wow, just something about the way that guy popped around the corner just was a little eerie to me. I guess it's the fog, it's just kind of everything. Wow. Yeah, this is such a trip to me. This looks just so different. Oh, that would be the first dog. Okay, we're gonna go. Not ready for dogs right now. I mean, with the change to stamina here and not having much wellness, well, I guess it's more the change to wellness, not necessarily stamina. Whoa, look at that. That's me crouching. That is quite the animation. I don't know that I'm a fan of that. That's kind of, I don't know. It's not smooth, so that's a little jarring to me. But again, these are such minor things, and this is just so dang good looking. I'm trying not to get lost on the visuals. I'm really not. Wow, check that out too. Looking nice. If I haven't mentioned it already, I'm playing on high settings. I was a little afraid after looking at some early feedback of going to Ultra. Maybe I'll try Ultra for the next episode if this holds up, which thus far it has been. So, seeming like high won't be a problem. Oh, there we go. That's the first hit of the game. And that would be the second one. Because the dog has found me. Just what I didn't want to happen. Okay, and now I'm bleeding. And I'm going to die. Maybe. I hope not. Come on, dog. Oh, I hate this club so much. You have no idea. Wow. There we go. First death of the game. Gotta love inferior weapons. Man, that was brutal. Well, that's what I get for going into the wasteland. I shouldn't have done that so early. Minus 10 wellness. Yeah. Dang. And there we go. Lost. Ah, bummer. Lost health, lost stamina. Okay, picking up all this junk here. There is no... That's interesting. If you didn't know, you can technically use a stick as a weapon. It just doesn't have an animation. Which is not what I would have expected to be the case, but... You know, there we go. Alright, grab a stick. Grab a rock. Grab a plant. Let's go ahead and make another mace. Club. Stone axe. Stone axe. That's what we're making. So, let's just kind of check that out. It's a faulty one. Quality of 2. It's crummy. Quality of 15, rather. Sorry, I'm level 2. Although, I didn't help matters by dying. Minor details there. Collecting stuff again. Probably gonna die again. Because where's all my stuff? It's somewhere that direction. And who knows how far that direction is. Cloth fragment, that's going to be good. Going to need a bandage. In fact, let's just not screw around. Let's make a bandage right away and put that on toolbar. Okay. Just trying to collect some fibers again. It's such a different game in the beginning now. I was intentionally kind of playing how I used to just because that was what I was used to. And I wanted to see how it compares to what Mad Mole, that's one of the devs if you're not familiar, has been saying in terms of the changes they've made. Come on. There we go. I'm not hitting it enough. I'm used to one swing and it's done. And no, it's taking 2 or 3 or 4 because I have no stamina. Okay, there it goes. He wasn't kidding when he said the early game is much more difficult now. I would agree with that. That one dog absolutely destroyed me. And I, generally speaking, don't have any problems with dogs, so that was unexpected. Did not think that would happen. Going to need to do some hunting here, so let's go ahead and, now that I've kind of collected a few things, I'm going to make another club. Going to make another axe. Brass trophy, sure, why not? Ooh, there we go. Cooler. Hey, reloading weekly. First book of the game. Oh, skinned rabbit. I should probably cook that sucker up, but that means... can I... Okay, let's do this. Wrong button. Let's bust up the map here. I mean, I guess it's not a big deal, but I'm just going to pop a waypoint down just in case I don't get very far. I know where some food is, but, I mean, really, I need to be thinking about doing some hunting and other things. Now this is one of the plains biomes, it looks like, so theoretically there'd be some corn around somewhere, but I believe part of Alpha 11 was a reduction in wild corn. So that's something to keep in mind too. It's going to be nice to at least have one jar, that'll be helpful. Probably stick around to the edge over here just because there are going to be coolers and things over here. Let's go ahead and get another club going. Another club. I keep saying club. Let's get another axe going. Okay, so we'll do that. And I'm going to go ahead and go to ye olde menu over here and see how do we do a bow. Okay, so that more or less makes sense. I wouldn't have necessarily picked that one as the pattern, but that makes sense. I get what they're going at there. Obviously, it's in the shape of a bow. Just like everything else, they try to do things in a general shape. Hello, rabbit. See a rabbit. Gonna need to make some arrows for it. So we'll do that in just a moment. Ooh, beer. It has a different look to it. And yet it's still in a glass jar. That's interesting. Maybe it's supposed to be a homemade sort of thing. Kind of like moonshine or something. Making it in glass jars. When I drink my beer, I drink it from a glass jar. Ooh, venison. And a bunch of jars. Okay, so there's some food around here. That's a good thing. And I'm hesitant to be carrying it just because it's going to stink like you-know-what. Especially because I'm going to have to char it, and that's going to pretty much kill the nutritional value out of it, but going to need food, so... Oh, hello. You are a fast mover, sir. Let's go ahead and get a weapon out. Yeah. One of the big changes, too, just going back to that theme for a moment. Ooh, a pipe. Well, there's not a pipe right there, but there is a pipe right there. One of the big changes is when zombies run. Again, I have a lot of hours into this game. I'm kind of used to how it works. It's not too big a deal. I've been playing on some various slightly more difficult settings or extremely more difficult, I guess. It kind of depends. But that's a little different now because zombies no longer run according to time of day. They run according to angle of the sun. And man, there are just zombies everywhere. This is so not going to be cool. I mean, part of me wants to just build something right now and hang out, but it's a little too early to do that. Still need to collect some more stuff since dying really set me back. In fact, I would like to chop a tree down here, but there aren't too many around. Guess there are a few. But doing that is going to... Ooh, corn. Leave me with another broken axe, which means I need to be making a bunch more axes. That's interesting. It's like, it looks like smoke. I don't think that's the idea. One corn, two corn. Yeah, it's not a lot of food. Not a lot of food. It does seem like food and water, hunger and thirst, are going down a little slower than they have in the past, so that's going to be helpful, I think. Okay, let's go ahead and make some arrows. Need to do that now. What did I see over there? Ah, stag. Okay. Let's go ahead and be smart and use stealth. So how do we do arrows? We need feather, a stick, and a rock. So same as before, different placement. Same as before, I mean the bolts. The crossbow, if you didn't know, is now locked behind a book. So you're not going to make a crossbow right out of the gate, but you can make the bow, obviously. They did change it too so that you get more out of the feathers. Obviously, that one recipe right there, that one instance of the recipe is making 20 arrows, so they have increased efficiency in that regard. And wow, look how low you get. That's... I saw someone mentioning that it felt like the camera was placed a little low, and I'm inclined to agree. It does feel a little low to me. Especially when I'm doing that. It feels like I'm crawling more than I'm crouching, but whatever. That's such a non-issue. It just more an observation. Ooh, look at that, some eggs and a bunch of feathers. Yeah, they changed the feather loot, so there's not quite as many these days, I don't think. Okay, we'll be good with 20 arrows for now. At least I hope so. Somewhere around here looks like this might be a good place to build, although that one busted up, I don't know what you want to call it, former house or something wouldn't be a bad place either. Kind of would not mind heading in the general direction of my backpack, which I am not doing because that is... Oh, where are you? Over there. That wouldn't be a bad thing to do because I had a bunch of stuff. Nothing that I can't replace, obviously, but did have some stuff. Don't fall. Whew, that was close. I thought I was going to break something right there. Nothing like sliding down and just eking it out. Oh, that would be the new embers. Got to be careful walking on that stuff. You can burn yourself. Let's go ahead and cross over here. Nice and slowly. I do kind of like that, actually. I don't think you should run super fast in water. Granted, we're talking about a video game, so you can do whatever you want, but I do kind of think things should be a little slower in water. So I'm crossing through a burnt forest now. I don't know how careful I need to be when doing this. That's a good question. I'm guessing those I shouldn't walk on. What are you? Oh, you're a corpse, and you have magnum parts. Fantastic. I will take magnum parts. If you haven't been watching, I do keep the FPS counter in the bottom right-hand corner. That one is provided by video card. I'm not using the in-game one, so just if you're kind of curious what sort of performance I'm getting, I'm just noticing that this is dragging right now. Well, maybe not dragging, that might be unfair, but it is most definitely running a little slower than it had been. One of the big things with Alpha 11 early on was talking about the increased performance, but as you know, you can get increased performance, and as soon as you start adding new features like new lighting models and that sort of thing, even textures to a degree can cause problems, then you do, well, I won't say you end up with less performance, but you can mitigate the gains you've made. And so far, this looks like this area here is the first spot where the game has been chopping a little bit, I'm gonna say. And even then, it's really not, but I'm not getting a smooth 60 frames by any stretch. So just for those who might be wondering what sort of performance you can expect, well, I'm running with an old school Xeon processor that's 3.33 gigahertz, 12 gigs of RAM, and I'm playing on a Radeon, no I'm not, I'm playing on a GeForce 980. So I definitely have a beefy video card, and you can see that there's a little bit of struggling going on here. It's not bad. And I know there are a lot of optimizations to be made still in the game, so please don't take this as a complaint. This is not. I'm just kind of pointing it out so you have a frame of reference, that's all. And because, again, one of the big things for Alpha 11 was talking about the increased performance, or possibly increased performance, and that is the new Burning Zombie. Let's find a better place to engage him. Maybe test out the bow. Oh, you're done? You're not going to follow? That's fine. I'd like to get my backpack. But, unfortunately, I think my backpack is going to have to wait until the next episode because we are all out of time and I've actually gone long today. So, we'll catch up with my backpack on the next episode. At least I kind of hope. And man, I am so liking this. Really am. If I haven't said it, I love this game. It is way too much fun. I have hundreds of hours into it. And I have been so eagerly anticipating this new build, and we still have a bunch of stuff that needs to be done. So there we go. There's Burning Man. Here, let's see if we can take him out. Check out the new bow. How do I... Nope, not that one. I don't need to talk. There we go. I always do that. Need to reload. Look at that. Boom. Burning Man is toast. And try not to get too close because Burning Man, well, will burn you. I'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you later.